So we have a new Boruto episode for this week, as per normal, and I usually like to try to figure out ahead of time to see what they're going to be doing besides the obvious, but I never am normally able to figure out what exactly is going to happen towards the end of the episode. And obviously we get like the whole defection thing where Amato decides that he's going to go ahead and betray Kara to go ahead and join along with the Leaf Village and give them all the intel that they need necessary on that of Jigen, on that of the Kara organization as a whole, on the Ten Tails and the information they have on the old Otsutsuki that the Leaf Village doesn't have, etc, etc, etc. And obviously this is a huge fucking deal because it's Amato. He was a member of Kara and he was the head of the research and development team on the Kara's organization, and Kawaki points this out himself even, and they make a note that it would be very beneficial if they had him on their side because they could potentially help him out, or help the Leaf Village out, create more scientific ninja tools, which is already something that we were thinking about having, right, on our side, and by having Amato join on to the Leaf Village's side, on the good guy's side, and by defecting against Kara. But now, we have this episode coming out, Amato just fucking shows up after leaving, shows up at the Leaf Village, and fucking puts a bomb thing on his neck, and threatens to kill Shikadai unless he gets to talk to Shikamaru and the Hokage. And I really liked Shikamaru in this episode because we've seen him be composed, and we've seen him act in a way that kind of seems unrational, or maybe more aggressive, I should say. But in this episode, we actually see him act like a father, right? Because his son is in danger and he's being threatened with his life, and obviously all rationale and proper thought process that's in Shikamaru's mind is completely out the window when he's thinking about the safety of his son. So obviously he's thinking about that, but then we continue on forward, and basically just the whole point of the episode was to get Amato out from the Kara organization's hideout to the Leaf Village, to get him inside of the Leaf Village itself, and come up with some negotiations. And by the end of the episode, we see a projection stream of Kashin Koji talking to Jigen in real time. And the next week's episode's previews show that they're going to be fighting, and the title is episode True Identity, so that means we're probably going to be checking out and seeing who the true identity of Kashin Koji actually is, which I think is going to be very interesting, considering that he's always hiding behind a mask, and they're all essentially cyborgs. So if this is who the series and this show has been really fucking enjoying teasing, if it's really who I think it is, then that's going to be a very, very big surprise, especially considering that by the end, Koji even reveals himself that he was created and enhanced the way that he is to specifically go after Jigen. He was meant to be able to fight against Jigen. So Amato was the traitor and the entire time within Kara, but he had the one conspirator with Kashin Koji after he created him. And that's cool. Just the fact that Amato has kind of been figuring this out from behind the scenes and has been trying to gather as much information as he can before he decides to turn against Kara, I think is very interesting. And the fact that this is basically just what's been going on internally within this organization the entire time, and our main cast of characters that we have and we see all the time just had no idea of it. I think that's cool. But yeah, that's really it. I really like this episode just because we see characters act in specific ways. We actually see a couple of characters we haven't seen in a little while, mainly Moegi. She just kind of shows up in the episode, and we haven't seen her in a while. And I don't know, it was nice to see her again. And yeah, just a couple other nice character moments, and we get this huge, big thing that's going on in the plot right now that is super important. And it means a lot going forward whenever we continue on into the next phase of this arc, and the next phase of this organization, and we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about the episode. It was good. I really liked it. I really liked this episode. It was really good. It was really engaging to see how they're trying to handle the situation in the way they're trying to handle it. Yeah, because what are you really gonna do? I mean, the best course is to have this guy on our side, but they can't trust him completely. So they have to come up with some sort of negotiation, and over time they have to build that trust. Yeah, and I'm interested to see what's gonna end up happening with Amato in the near future, and hopefully it just ends up being something really interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. You probably may have noticed that my throat is a little bit sore and a little bit strained, and that's because I was watching JoJo's Part 4 last night, and I got really excited because towards the tail end of Part 4, some crazy stuff starts happening, and I was freaking out. So yeah, my voice is a little strained, but hopefully by next week's episode, my voice will be back to normal, and it won't sound nearly as it is now. So hopefully by then it'll be okay. But that's all I really have to say. I really liked the episode. Go watch it. Go watch it again if you've already seen it. So, yeah. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.